Earth had always been quiet. For centuries, the planet's leaders received messages from the Galactic Council, formal invitations to join interstellar meetings, trade talks, and peace summits. Every species in the galaxy considered Earth's silence strange, almost insulting. The Council sent fleets, messengers, and ambassadors, but no one on Earth ever responded. At first, the galaxy laughed. Primitive humans, they said, too small to matter, too slow to think. Aliens shared stories in their lounges, mocking Earth as a forgotten backwater. They imagined humans hiding in fear, trembling at the thought of leaving their tiny blue planet. But the people of Earth were not afraid. They were patient. They watched, they listened, and they planned. While the galaxy wasted time mocking them, humanity quietly prepared. In deserts, mountains, and the deep oceans, engineers built ships. Massive factories churned out war machines hidden from every satellite, every scanner, and every alien eye. In the capital of Earth, a meeting was taking place. Leaders from every nation had gathered not for arguments or votes, but for something rare, true unity. For the first time, they all agreed on a single goal. The room was silent except for the faint hum of computers and the occasional shuffle of papers. "Have we truly ignored all their invitations?" asked General Amara, her voice steady, yet firm. She had commanded the world's most advanced fleets for years, but even she felt the weight of this moment. "Yes," replied President Chen. "Every letter, every envoy, every satellite communication. We did not answer. Not once." There was a pause, silence. Then, someone in the back whispered, almost to themselves, "And they think we are weak." "Yes," Chen said, leaning forward. "That is exactly what they think. And that is why we cannot fail." On Earth, ordinary citizens went about their lives, completely unaware of the scale of preparation happening above them. In the skies, new satellites camouflaged as clouds mapped the stars. In hidden underground bases, engineers tested weapons that no one outside the command room had ever seen. Human scientists, inventors, and pilots worked tirelessly, knowing that one day, every bit of secrecy might decide the planet's fate. Meanwhile, the Galactic Council's top leaders met in their grand chamber. The hall floated in space, vast and filled with stars, with massive windows that looked out over the swirling colors of a distant galaxy. Representatives from hundreds of planets were present, each more extravagant and technologically advanced than the last. "The humans ignore us," said High Chancellor Virek of the Zilari species. His voice was harsh like grinding metal. "They refuse to answer a single message. Do they not respect the Council?" "They are fools," hissed the ambassador, "of the Kralian Empire, a species known for their massive tentacles and sharp teeth. A weak planet that refuses guidance will pay for its arrogance." "Perhaps they are not so weak," said a quiet voice. It was Lady Orina of the Thessarians, a calm, elegant species whose minds were known to outthink entire fleets. "They are silent, yes, but silence is not fear. We cannot assume weakness where there is only patience." Virek sneered. "Patience? Or hiding? I say we send a fleet and force their hand. Let them tremble at the might of the galaxy." Back on Earth, the leaders were already thinking ahead. They had expected this reaction. Every council threat, every plan to invade had been anticipated. Their fleets hidden in orbit and on remote moons were ready. Their engineers had designed ships that could outmaneuver anything the galaxy could send. And the humans were ready to fight, not because they hated the other species, but because they loved their world. Young pilots trained in simulators that mirrored the galaxy's most feared battles. They learned to anticipate attacks from every angle, to exploit weaknesses in formations, and to act as a single unit even when separated. On Earth, children played with small drones, unaware that these games would one day teach them skills crucial in the skies above their planet. In the deserts of North Africa, massive hangars were hidden beneath shifting sands. In the mountains of South America, tunnels ran miles underground, concealing enormous weapons and factories. The oceans, too, held secrets. Submarines so advanced that even alien scanners could not detect them. Humanity's preparation was everywhere, yet invisible. On the day the council decided to act, the humans were ready. Their leaders did not panic, they did not rush. Every decision had already been made. Every fleet had already been deployed in secret. And now it was time for the galaxy to learn that silence does not mean weakness. At the UN's Central Command, General Amara watched the monitors. Ships, once invisible, now activated their shields, engines glowing softly in the darkness of space. President Chen's voice echoed through the control room. "Let them come. We have waited long enough." Meanwhile, across the galaxy, scouts detected strange signals near Sol, Earth's star. The signals were unlike anything they had seen. Organized, precise, yet silent. No messages, no replies, just activity. Confusion rippled through the council. "What are the humans doing?" someone asked. On Earth, the answer was simple. They were waiting. Waiting for the galaxy to reveal its arrogance. Waiting for the moment when the council would finally believe that Earth was not a small, weak world. Waiting to show that humanity, united and prepared, was far stronger than anyone had imagined. And as the alien fleets began to move, believing they were coming to force compliance, they did not yet know what awaited them. Hidden in the darkness of space, Earth's warships, thousands of them, were already in position. Every ship was equipped with weapons and shields that surpassed even the most advanced designs in the galaxy. Every captain had been trained to fight not just with technology, but with creativity, daring, and unpredictability. For centuries, humans had been underestimated, mocked, ignored. But now, for the first time, the galaxy would see them as they truly were. Not as primitives, not as weaklings, not as silent observers, but as a force to be reckoned with. The council thought Earth would bow. They thought Earth would respond with diplomacy. They were wrong. Humanity had ignored them for a reason. They had prepared. They had waited. And when the time came, they would not answer with words. They would answer with action. On Earth, as night fell over cities and forests, people went about their normal lives, unaware of the storm gathering above them. In secret bases, engineers and soldiers moved with quiet efficiency, readying the fleet. In orbit, ships powered up, engines humming softly. The humans who would lead the first wave of defense were calm, focused, ready. High above the planet, beyond the reach of any alien eyes, the truth was clear. Earth was no longer a passive observer in the galaxy. The quiet planet had awakened. The time for ignoring threats, the time for hiding, was over. The galaxy had noticed something unusual near Sol, Earth's sun. Scouts reported strange activity, movements that did not match any known human technology. Small ships appeared and vanished without a trace. Energy readings spiked and dropped in patterns too organized to be random. But every council member dismissed it. "They are primitive," said Ambassador Krith of the Zalari. His 6 eyes narrowed as he examined the data. "Primitive humans cannot possibly create ships capable of this. They are only hiding, perhaps tinkering with rocks and smoke. Nothing more." High Chancellor Virek leaned back in his chair, tentacles brushing the polished floor. "We have ignored them long enough," he said, his voice like grinding metal. "Send a fleet. Force them to obey. They will not dare resist." But Lady Arena of the Thessarians shook her head. "Patience, Virek. The humans are silent, yes, but silence is not stupidity. They are observing, learning, and preparing. Acting rashly will be a mistake," Virek growled, the sound vibrating through the chamber. "Mistake or not, they will answer us." Meanwhile, back on Earth, the preparations were reaching their final stages. The planet's fleet, long hidden in secret bases, was ready to move. Engineers checked every ship, weapons systems calibrated to perfection. Pilots ran simulations, practicing maneuvers that no alien fleet could predict. In orbit above the Pacific Ocean, a massive warship hovered silently. Captain Arjun Patel walked along the bridge, inspecting the crew. His eyes were sharp, his face calm, but the tension in the room was undeniable. Each member of the crew knew what was coming. Humanity's first real encounter with the Galactic Council's fleets was near. "Captain," said Lieutenant Amara Liu, pointing at a screen filled with strange energy signals. "We're detecting unusual readings near the asteroid belt. Could be scouts, Patel studied the data. Good, let them come. We have been ready for this day for years. Deep beneath the deserts of North Africa, in a network of tunnels and hangars, engineers worked tirelessly. Enormous warships waited under layers of rock and steel. Technicians ran final checks on engines, shields, and weapon systems. Every detail mattered. Every bolt, every circuit could mean the difference between survival and defeat. Above them, in orbit, drones patrolled the edges of Earth's system, invisible to alien sensors. They mapped every approach path, recorded every signal, and prepared to relay information to the hidden fleets. Humanity's eyes were everywhere. The Council might think Earth was weak, silent, and small, but the truth was very different. In the Galactic Council chamber, discussions grew heated. "I do not understand," said Krith. "The humans should have responded. The signals are too precise to be mistakes. Are they hiding something?" "They are hiding everything," Arena replied calmly. "And they are patient. Do not underestimate them. Silence is a weapon they wield better than any of us." Viewership slammed a tentacle on the console. "Enough talk. We attack at once." The first wave of Council fleets moved toward Sol. Massive ships, gleaming with advanced technology, sliced through space like predatory fish. They were confident. They believed their speed, numbers, and firepower would crush Earth's defenses. But Earth was ready. As the alien scouts approached, human ships began to move, quietly, methodically, almost like shadows. They slipped from hidden locations in orbit, from moons, and even from deep space. To the aliens, it appeared as if ships were suddenly everywhere. Every angle of attack was covered. Captain Patel's voice echoed across the comms. "All units, prepare for first contact. Remember, we fight smart, not just strong. Watch for patterns, exploit their weaknesses, and above all, stay alive." As scouts approached Earth, something extraordinary happened. Alien sensors detected massive energy fluctuations. Weapon systems activated in orbit and from the surface, but no attack was made yet. The humans were silent, but every move was calculated, every position strategically chosen. Lieutenant Liu pointed at a display. "Captain, they're trying to flank us. 2 squads are approaching from opposite angles. Shall we engage?" Patel shook his head. "Not yet. Let them come closer. We know their tactics. We have waited for this moment for decades. They will overcommit if we remain patient." The alien fleets moved faster, believing they could overwhelm Earth's defenses before humans could react. They assumed that the planet below was unprepared. But every calculation they made was flawed. Every expectation was based on old intelligence, underestimating human ingenuity. In hidden tunnels beneath South America, weapons engineers activated systems remotely. Massive cannons aligned toward space, smaller drones launched silently to intercept incoming alien probes. Every weapon, every ship, every drone was networked in a single, precise command system. Back in orbit, the first contact occurred. Alien scouts approached Earth's outer defenses. Sensors lit up with strange, almost musical pulses of energy, human energy fields designed to confuse alien targeting systems. Ships were suddenly everywhere, emerging from hidden locations, and alien crews realized too late that the planet they mocked was far from defenseless. High Chancellor Viewership roared in frustration. "Impossible. How did they—" Arena watched silently. She had predicted this. The humans had waited, and now their patience paid off. Every movement was unpredictable, every attack coordinated, and every ship moved with a combination of speed and strategy that no alien mind had considered. "Captain Patel, permission to engage?" asked Lieutenant Liu. "Negative," Patel replied calmly. "We strike only when necessary. Let them make the first mistakes." The alien scouts, confident in their superiority, pushed forward. Their weapons fired, energy beams slicing through space toward Earth's positions. But human shields absorbed the attacks, then redirected the energy in ways that confused the aliens further. Drones intercepted, small warships maneuvered with incredible precision, and alien crews began to panic. In the council chamber, alarm sounded. "They are not responding as expected," shouted Krith. "Our scanners, our weapons, nothing is working properly." Arena's calm voice cut through the panic. "They are not weak. They are not primitive. They have studied us, learned our methods, and adapted. Do not underestimate the humans. They are far stronger than we imagined." On Earth, ordinary people continued their lives, unaware of the unfolding events above them. Children played in parks, couples walked in cities, and workers went to factories. Above their heads, unseen by them, human fleets moved like a shadow, ready to defend their home. In orbit, the alien scouts were surrounded by fields of interference, unable to communicate with their main fleet. Their confidence turned into confusion, and their hesitation was all humanity needed. Small human ships struck precise points, disabling communications and engines without causing total destruction. Every action was measured, designed to send a message. Earth is ready. Earth is united, and Earth will not bow. Captain Patel, Lieutenant Liu said, her voice tense but controlled. They're trying to retreat, but our interference is keeping them trapped. Good, Patel replied. Let them learn what patience brings. We are not here to destroy blindly. We are here to show that underestimating Earth is the galaxy's greatest mistake. The first wave of the Council's fleets was forced to withdraw, but not without understanding the truth. Humans were not the weak, primitive species they had assumed. They were patient, intelligent, and ready for war, but not just any war. This was a war fought with strategy, discipline, and creativity. High Chancellor Virek could hardly believe what he saw. They are learning faster than we can adapt. How is this possible? Orina's calm voice responded, carrying through the chamber. Because patience and preparation are powerful weapons. The humans have waited. They have observed. They have learned. And now we see the results. On Earth, Captain Patel watched the sensors carefully. The first engagement had been small, but it had proven a point. Humanity had not attacked recklessly. They had not revealed all their strength. But the message was clear. The humans would not be bullied, mocked, or forced into submission. They were ready to defend their home, and the galaxy had only begun to understand that readiness. The whispers of steel, the quiet signals, the hidden movements, the invisible fleets, had begun. Across the galaxy, rumors spread of Earth's mysterious defenses. Aliens who had mocked humans now spoke in hushed tones, uncertain of what they had once dismissed. The galaxy had begun to whisper about Earth. Scouts returned with confused reports. Small primitive ships? No advanced technology? Yes, coordinated hidden fleets? Impossible. And yet the humans were proving it true. High Chancellor Virek's patience had evaporated. He sat in the council chamber, tentacles twitching in frustration. How is this possible? He demanded. We strike and they respond. We retreat and they adapt. Every plan we devise fails against them. Lady Orina, calm and poised, observed quietly. The humans are not failing us. They are evolving. Each encounter teaches them. They have patience, preparation, and creativity. They are not a weak species. They are dangerous. Virek ground his tentacle against the floor. Dangerous. They are supposed to be insignificant. Send the main fleet. Show them the might of the Council. Let them see fear for the first time. Meanwhile, on Earth, the hidden fleets were stirring. The first engagement had proven that humans could defend their home. Now it was time to reveal more of their strength. Massive hangars beneath deserts, mountains, and oceans opened, releasing ships that had never been seen by alien eyes. Each ship gleamed with precision engineering, engines humming softly as they aligned in formation. Captain Arjun Patel stood on the bridge of one of the largest human ships in orbit, his gaze steady. This is it. The first Council fleets have withdrawn, but they will return. And when they do, we are ready to show them the truth. Lieutenant Amara Liu adjusted the targeting controls, scanning the edge of Sol's system. Captain, the sensors are picking up unusual activity. Not the Council's main fleets yet, but scouts. And there are signals from deep space. Could they be allies? Patel shook his head. Possibly. Or they could be traps. Either way, we treat everything with caution. Let them underestimate us a little longer. Across the planet, engineers, soldiers, and pilots moved in perfect synchrony. Simulators were running nonstop. Drones flew silently, mapping orbital paths. Warships activated systems, tested shields, and aligned weapons. The hidden networks that humans had built for decades now hummed with life. Every soldier, every engineer, every pilot knew their role. Failure was not an option. In the skies above Europe, alien probes approached. They scanned, attempting to gather information. But human defenses, trained to anticipate such tactics, responded with precise interference. Signals bounced, patterns shifted, and the probes found themselves trapped in a web of confusion. Back on the command ship, Patel spoke to his officers. This is the storm before the gale. They are probing, testing, trying to see our strength. Let them learn that probing Earth comes at a cost. They will overreach if we remain patient. Deep in the mountains of South America, a massive tunnel opened, revealing hundreds of warships designed to operate in space. Engineers conducted final inspections, running calculations that ensured optimal energy output, maximum weapon efficiency, and unmatched maneuverability. These ships had been hidden for decades, unknown to any alien intelligence. Now they were ready. The whispers of steel, the faint hum of engines, the quiet movements of ships, the invisible networks of drones were spreading across Sol's system. Alien scouts reported unusual signals, and confusion rippled through their ranks. Every report returned to the Council only raised more questions. "They are not responding as expected," said Ambassador Krith. His eyes widened as he analyzed the data. Their movements, coordinated, efficient. Every action is measured. "They are prepared," Arena nodded. "Prepared and patient. Do not forget, the humans have observed the galaxy for centuries. They have learned from every war, every strategy, every failure. They are not reacting. They are calculating." Virek's tentacles flailed in frustration. "Enough! We will overwhelm them! Send everything. Let Earth witness the Council's fury." As the alien fleets began their advance, the humans remained calm. Every fleet movement was tracked. Every potential entry point into Sol's system had been monitored for years. Hidden stations, satellites, and ships provided constant intelligence. Nothing would take the humans by surprise. In orbit above the Pacific, Patel surveyed the galaxy through the ship's view screen. "They are coming," he said quietly. "And when they arrive, they will see that Earth is not what they expect." The first main fleet from the Council emerged from hyperspace. Hundreds of massive ships, each capable of destroying entire planets, moved toward Sol. Confidence radiated from every vessel. They believed the humans would crumble, just as they had underestimated countless species before. But the humans had learned patience. Every move of the alien fleet was anticipated. Sensors tracked their approach, identifying weaknesses, patterns, and overconfidence. Hidden warships slipped from their stations, positioning themselves strategically. Drones scattered to block communications and interfere with targeting systems. Captain Patel addressed his officers. "Remember, we do not fight blindly. We fight smart, exploit their mistakes, protect our home. Humanity is watching. They believe we are weak. Let them learn the truth." As the Council's main fleet closed in, the humans struck, not with overwhelming force yet, but with precise, calculated interference. Drones disabled communication arrays, small warships harassed the edges of the fleet, and energy fields disrupted targeting systems. Alien commanders became frustrated, unable to coordinate attacks. Why are they doing this?" Krith yelled in disbelief. "We have superior numbers, superior technology, and yet we cannot control them." Arena's voice remained calm. "They are not controlling you. They are teaching you a lesson. The humans are not weak. They are not primitive. They are patient, prepared, and united. Every action you take only strengthens their advantage." In the human command centers, orders flowed smoothly. Pilots adjusted positions, shields activated in perfect synchronization, and energy fields pulsed to mislead and confuse. The humans had anticipated every maneuver, every weapon, every overconfidence. They had prepared not just for defense, but for domination of the first engagement. Meanwhile, ordinary life on Earth continued as normal. Cities, forests, oceans all seemed peaceful and quiet. Humans went about their days completely unaware that their planet's hidden fleets were preparing to face one of the most powerful councils in the galaxy. This normalcy, however, was part of the plan. If the galaxy assumed humans were distracted, they would make mistakes. Alien scouts attempting to study the humans' defenses found themselves trapped in fields of interference. Communication lines were jammed. Weapon systems were unreliable. Every attempt to assess Earth's strength failed. Panic began to ripple through the Council fleets. Patel's calm voice carried across the bridge. "They are overextending. Hold your positions. Wait. Patience. Every mistake they make is ours to exploit." Hours passed. The Council's fleets tested defenses, attempted minor attacks, and probed for weaknesses. But every move was countered, every attempt anticipated. Human warships emerging from hidden locations blocked approaches, redirected energy beams, and forced the aliens to reconsider their assumptions. Deep in the deserts of North Africa, massive hidden facilities monitored every fleet movement. Engineers and strategists adjusted tactics in real time, guiding pilots, drones, and warships. Every calculation was precise, every movement synchronized. Humanity's preparation was proving to be unstoppable. High Chancellor Virek slammed his console in frustration. Impossible. How can they be everywhere at once? How can a single planet hold such strength? Orina's voice, calm and precise, echoed. They are not a single planet. They are united. They have patience. And now the storm gathers. Earth is ready, and indeed it was ready. Hidden fleets aligned. Energy fields pulsed. Drones moved silently in the darkness of space. The humans were no longer reacting. They were controlling the battlefield. Every alien probe, every scout, every ship was being manipulated, guided, and trapped. The galaxy's most powerful council was realizing, perhaps for the first time, that humans were not to be underestimated. The whispers of steel, the faint hum of engines, the hidden movements of fleets, the precise coordination of unseen ships spread across Sol's system. Aliens who had once mocked humans now spoke in hushed tones, unsure of what awaited them. On Earth, as night fell across continents, hidden fleets prepared to reveal themselves fully. The first engagement had been a warning. Now the main battle was approaching. Humanity's strength was no longer a secret. The day had come. After decades of preparation, Earth was ready to face the full fury of the Galactic Council. The hidden fleets, long concealed beneath deserts, mountains, and oceans, now emerged in full view. Thousands of ships, sleek and armed with advanced weapons, surrounded the planet in perfect formations. The hum of engines and energy fields filled the silent void of space. Captain Arjun Patel stood on the bridge of the flagship Horizon, gazing at the approaching alien armada. Hundreds of council vessels advanced in orderly lines, confident in their superiority. Their weapons gleamed with destructive energy, capable of erasing entire cities in a single strike. Yet the humans remained calm. They had anticipated this moment for decades. Every move of the enemy had been studied, every weakness calculated. "Captain," said Lieutenant Amara Liu, her eyes fixed on the display. "They're moving faster than expected. They know something is happening. Communications are being jammed, but I can feel their hesitation." Patel nodded. "Good. Let them feel that hesitation. Doubt is the first crack in any empire. Hold position. Wait for them to overcommit." The first shots fired were not from humans, but from alien forces. Energy beams streaked toward Earth, lighting up the void. But human shields designed to absorb and redirect attacks responded immediately. Some beams were deflected, others dispersed harmlessly into space. Every strike was analyzed and the humans adjusted in real time. The Council had assumed superiority, but their confidence was their weakness. Beneath the deserts of North Africa, massive underground control centers buzzed with activity. Engineers monitored the flow of energy, calculated shield adjustments, and guided hidden ships into strategic positions. Every decision was precise, every maneuver coordinated. Earth's fleet was a single, unified organism, and every part of it moved with purpose. "Captain," Liu said, pointing at the screen, "they are attempting a pincer movement from the northern edge. They expect us to panic and scatter. Shall we counter?" Patel's face was calm, almost serene. "Yes, initiate countermeasures. But remember, we do not fight blindly. We fight smart. Exploit their arrogance, not their strength." From hidden positions above the moon, fleets moved silently. Ships that had been dormant for decades now revealed themselves. They glided into formation, engines glowing softly, ready to strike at the enemy's flanks. Alien commanders had underestimated the number of ships Earth had built, and the realization came too late. High Chancellor Virek's tentacles trembled with rage as he watched the humans' response. "Impossible," he roared. "They are everywhere at once. Every attack is anticipated. Every move is countered." Lady Orina remained calm, her voice measured. "They are not reacting, Virek, they are controlling. Every action of yours plays into their strategy. You cannot rush them. You cannot intimidate them. The humans have patience. They have preparation, and they are united." In orbit above the Pacific, Patel gave the command. "All units engage with precision. Target weak points, disrupt formations, but do not overextend. We are not here to destroy blindly. We are here to prove a point." Human warships darted through space, striking at enemy vessels with calculated efficiency. Energy pulses scrambled alien targeting systems. Drones intercepted missiles and beams. Hidden fleets launched flanking attacks, forcing the Council's ships to divide and lose formation. What had been a confident, orderly attack was now chaotic and uncertain. In the Council chamber, alarms blared. Krith's 6 eyes widened in disbelief. How are they doing this? Our numbers, our technology. It should be enough. Irina's voice cut through the chaos. Numbers mean nothing against strategy and unity. They have studied us. Every flaw, every assumption, every tactic we've ever used. They know it. And now they are turning it against us. The battle intensified. Alien energy beams struck with destructive force, but Earth's fleets responded with agility. Massive warships deployed decoys while smaller fighters attacked from unexpected angles. The humans used the very momentum of the alien fleets against them, forcing collisions, misfires, and confusion. Captain, Liu said, urgency in her voice. They're attempting to regroup for a coordinated strike. If they succeed, they could overwhelm our outer defenses. Patel's eyes narrowed. Let them try. They have already underestimated us. Every maneuver they make is predictable. Focus on precision. Patience wins battles more than brute force. Hidden beneath the mountains of South America, additional human fleets moved into position. These ships had been built for speed, stealth, and precision. They struck the Council's vessels from angles the aliens could not anticipate. Communications were jammed. Targeting systems failed. Panic spread through the enemy ranks. In the chaos, the humans remained organized. Each ship moved in harmony like parts of a single, massive organism. Shields pulsed, weapons fired, drones intercepted. The Council's forces, confident and arrogant, found themselves outmaneuvered at every turn. High Chancellor Virek roared in frustration, pounding a tentacle against the console. We have superior numbers, superior technology, and yet they control the battle. Irina's voice was calm but firm. You are fighting their battlefield, Virek. They have chosen the rules. They are the storm. You are unprepared for it. The first major shock came when human warships deployed synchronized energy fields, forcing several alien cruisers into collision courses with each other. Massive explosions lit the void, shaking nearby ships. The Council's fleet faltered, confusion spreading like wildfire. Patel gave the command, voice steady. Now, push forward. Exploit their weakness. Protect Earth. Every move counts. Human fighters darted through space, hitting critical systems on the alien ships. Hidden fleets struck from unexpected angles. Energy beams from massive Earth warships redirected incoming attacks, causing chaos in the enemy ranks. The Council's ships had numbers, but the humans had strategy, precision, and patience. In the middle of the battle, Lieutenant Liu monitored the enemy's communications. Captain, they're trying to coordinate, but their signals are being scrambled. They can't control their fleet properly. Patel nodded. Exactly as planned. Keep them off balance. Let them learn that arrogance and assumption have consequences. The clash raged for hours. Alien cruisers fired relentlessly, but human shields absorbed the energy, redirected beams, and counterattacked with precise strikes. Small fleets, almost invisible, targeted critical systems. Every mistake the enemy made was turned against them. On Earth, civilians remained unaware. Children played in parks, couples walked in cities, and workers went about their daily lives. Above them, the battle raged. Yet the humans had ensured that no damage fell on their world. Every fleet movement, every strike, every defense was calculated to protect the planet. High Chancellor Virek's fury grew as he witnessed ships being destroyed, systems failing, and formations collapsing. Impossible, he bellowed. How can a single planet, primitive and insignificant, fight like this? Irina's voice was calm and unwavering. They are not insignificant. They are united. They are patient. And they have prepared. You underestimate them at your peril. The first Council fleet began to retreat in confusion, battered and disoriented. Many ships were damaged, some destroyed entirely. The humans did not pursue recklessly. They maintained formation, conserving strength for the next wave. The message was clear. Earth would defend itself and the galaxy would respect its power. Captain Patel addressed the bridge crew, voice steady. This is only the beginning. The first wave has been repelled, but we are not finished. Prepare for the next engagement. We have proven our strength, but the storm is far from over. Below in hidden command centers, engineers and strategists analyzed the battle. Every movement of the Council's fleet had been recorded, every weakness logged. Humanity had learned from this clash, and they would be ready for the next. As night fell over Earth, fleets regrouped in orbit, hidden yet prepared. The humans had shown their strength, intelligence, and unity. The Council had underestimated them, and the consequences were clear. Earth was no longer a silent planet. Earth was a force to be reckoned with. The galaxy had never seen anything like it. A single planet, once ignored and underestimated, had faced the might of the Galactic Council and survived. Not just survived, but dominated. Earth's fleets, hidden for decades, had revealed themselves in full power. The Council's largest ships lay crippled, scattered across space, and the arrogance of centuries had been shattered in hours. Captain Arjun Patel stood on the bridge of the horizon, watching the remnants of the alien fleet retreat. The hum of human engines filled the void, steady and controlled, a calm amidst the chaos of battle. Lieutenant Amara Liu checked sensors one last time. "Captain, they are pulling back. Communications are barely functional. They know they cannot fight us like this." Patel nodded slowly. "Good. Let them leave for now. But remember, this is only the beginning. The galaxy thought silence meant weakness. We have shown them it means preparation, patience, and power." On Earth, world leaders convened in a secure command chamber. President Chen's face was calm but resolute. "The first engagement has proven our point. The Council will not forget this, and neither will any other species who dares to challenge us." Across the galaxy, the Council scrambled to regroup. High Chancellor Virek's tentacles trembled with frustration. "Impossible. How can one planet possess such strength, such organization, such strategy?" Lady Arena, calm and collected as always, spoke softly, almost like a warning. "Do not forget, Virek, the humans have waited. They have observed, and they have learned from every mistake in the galaxy. You have underestimated them for centuries. That mistake has cost you dearly." In the aftermath of battle, Earth's hidden fleets returned to their positions, blending into the shadows of moons, asteroids, and deep space. Warships glided silently, systems humming quietly. Nothing was damaged, no civilians harmed, and every move had been carefully calculated. Humanity had fought not for revenge, not for conquest, but for survival, and they had done so flawlessly. Captain Patel addressed his officers. "We have shown them strength, but we are not here to destroy for the sake of destruction. Prepare communications, prepare our message. The Council must understand that we do not bow, we do not negotiate as subordinates. We are equals, and they will hear it." Across the galaxy, alien species whispered about Earth. Some feared it, some admired it. No one dared mock the quiet blue planet any longer. Reports circulated of a planet that had remained silent, prepared in secret, and emerged victorious against one of the most powerful interstellar organizations. In orbit above Earth, massive holograms were prepared. Not for war, not for threats, but to speak directly to the Council and the galaxy. The human leaders wanted everyone to see the scale of their preparedness, the unity of their fleets, and the resolve of their people. President Chen's voice echoed through the communication network. "We have observed your council. We have noted your arrogance. We have waited. And now we are here, not to bow, not to beg, but to speak as equals. Humanity does not serve. Humanity does not obey. Humanity defends its home. Humanity is united, and humanity will be heard." High Chancellor Virek's tentacles flailed in anger. They speak as if they are our equals. How dare they?" Arena's voice remained calm, almost sorrowful. "Perhaps it is not daring, Virek, perhaps it is the truth. Perhaps it is the reality you have refused to see. Earth has arrived. Alien fleets, once confident, now hesitated. They looked upon the holographic display of thousands of human warships, their formation perfect, their technology far surpassing what most species had assumed. The Council had expected a single weak planet. Instead, they faced a unified world, ready to defend itself against any threat. On Earth, civilians remained unaware of the full scale of events above them. Children played in parks, workers walked home from factories, and families shared dinners. Yet these ordinary lives were protected by the extraordinary. Every fleet movement, every defense system, every hidden weapon had ensured that no harm came to the planet. Humanity had fought without endangering its own. Captain Patel reflected on the months of preparation, years of training, and decades of hidden development. Every step had led to this moment. Humanity had waited silently, studied the galaxy, and built a force capable of defying one of its greatest powers. And now, the galaxy had learned a simple truth. Never underestimate Earth. The Council attempted to negotiate, but the humans were clear. We will not submit. We will not bow. If you wish to deal with Earth, you will do so as equals, not as masters, not as oppressors, not as conquerors. We defend our home, and we do so with strength, unity, and intelligence. This is the way of humanity. High Chancellor Virek could barely speak. Impossible. They survived. Arena placed a calm hand on his console. They survived because they were patient, prepared, and united. They waited for the moment to show their strength. And now you understand the truth. Do not make the mistake of underestimating them again. Across the galaxy, species took note. Trade negotiations shifted. Alliances reconsidered. Plans of conquest were paused. The humans had proven a simple but undeniable fact. They were not to be underestimated. They had the courage, the ingenuity, and the unity to face any threat. In hidden command centers on Earth, strategists and engineers reviewed the battle and communications. Every action of the Council had been recorded, every mistake logged. Humanity had not only defended itself, it had taught the galaxy a lesson in patience, preparation, and resolve. Captain Patel looked at the stars, silent and unbroken. This is our planet. This is our home. The galaxy may fear us, respect us, or envy us, but they will never ignore us again. Humanity has arrived. President Chen addressed the global network of leaders. Let this day be remembered. Humanity has defended itself. Humanity has shown its strength. And humanity will continue to stand united. We are not subjects. We are not pawns. We are Earth, and we will protect our home against any threat. In the vast expanse of space, alien fleets slowly retreated. The message clear. Earth was no longer a passive observer, no longer a weak planet. Humanity had spoken through action, through strategy, through unity. The Council had underestimated the quiet humans, and it had cost them dearly. On Earth, as night fell, cities glowed peacefully. Oceans shimmered under the moonlight. Forests stood silent, unbroken. Humanity had survived. Humanity had triumphed. And humanity's roar had echoed across the galaxy. Captain Patel reflected quietly. We have not sought war, but we have defended our home. And in doing so, we have shown the galaxy the power of patience, preparation, and unity. Let them remember, Earth is strong. Earth is united. Earth is unstoppable when it must be. The holograms remained active across the galaxy, a final reminder of humanity's strength. Thousands of ships in formation, hidden fleets emerging from shadows, energy fields pulsing in perfect harmony. It was a display of power and intelligence that no species could ignore. And so, the quiet humans who had once ignored every call, every meeting, every invitation, now spoke in the only way the galaxy could understand, through undeniable strength and unity. The Galactic Council, humbled and shaken, would never again underestimate Earth. The galaxy had learned its lesson. Humanity's patience, preparation, and courage had forged a new era of respect.